Hello and welcome to the Adam and Nard Show. Today's episode is going to be about ChatGPT, and I have with me my brother Adam Lash, and he's going to talk about it further more in depth.
Hey man, how are you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for having me as a guest on my own show.
Well, it's our show.
Yeah.
Can you briefly tell me what is ChatGPT?
Well, ChatGPT is, in my opinion, the biggest invention in human history right now, and it's going to be the precursor to AGI. We talked about AGI in the previous episode, so artificial general intelligence. ChatGPT is, in fact, a chatbot that can do a lot of things. It was created by OpenAI, and now there's version 4, GPT-4. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which means that it's based on the transformer technology that we talked about.
For some reason, it reminds me of the movie...
Transformers.
No, not Transformers. That movie that we saw, the two idiots, the one with Ashton Kutcher, the Continuum Transfunctioner.
The Continuum Transfunctioner. Yes, exactly.
I remember that episode.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie. That was crazy. Dude, Where's My Car? That's
Dude,
the name
Where's
of the
My Car?
movie.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of
Continuum
the funniest
Transfunctioner.
movies I ever watched.
Exactly.
Yeah, so ChatGPT or GPT-4 now, let's just call it, is an AI system, is a large language model that was developed by OpenAI. OpenAI is a company that was funded by Elon Musk, and now he's sadly out. He's out. He's no longer part of it, but he funded that company.
I think he started with 10 million, something like this.
I don't know. Figures say anywhere between $25 to $100 million. It was because of Elon that they got traction and they got the necessary funds to start this business. Anyway, GPT is a large language model, a generative model, AI, that helps you do a lot of things through text prompting. So you enter whatever you want. You can ask it to do anything you want. I've been testing it for a long time now, and I can tell you that for me, there's the era before ChatGPT, and now there's the era after ChatGPT. I can't live without it. I use it every single day.
I have used it once in writing a research paper, and it was just like done. Boom.
Yeah.
The research paper was about, I can't really remember, but it was just like a test about dinosaurs and stuff. And I just placed the keywords, and then within seconds I've had it done.
Yeah.
And zero plagiarism and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's tempting to use that, but you shouldn't be plagiarizing everything like that.
I was just like testing it, obviously. I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. So let me tell you what I use it for. ChatGPT, I've been using it a lot every single day for writing emails, for giving me ideas on what to write in articles, analyzing data. I analyze lots of data with ChatGPT, preparing and formulating strategies and plans, and a lot of other things. I ask it questions. It's my Google right now. It's my new form of Google. I like to go to ChatGPT first, ask it the questions I want, and get all the answers I want. Now, remember, there are some drawbacks with ChatGPT or GPT.
In terms of what exactly?
In terms of, well, not everything that you see not all the responses are accurate. Even OpenAI tells you that some of the responses are inaccurate, harmful, or just wrong. Okay. And the problem with these kind of chatbot systems is that they have something called hallucinations. They hallucinate. They make up stuff. And there's another problem that OpenAI talks about. If you read their system card, they talk about something called over-reliance on the system. So because you start believing more and more in the system,
so
you might be misled into believing that everything that it says is correct.
That's correct, yeah.
It's not. Sometimes it makes up things. I'll give you an example. One guy sued an airline. He was a passenger in an airline. I read that on the news. He sued the airline because the flight attendant passed by, and they have these large metallic, what do you call these things? The trays.
The trolleys or trays.
The trolleys. Okay. So that thing hit his elbow, and he was somehow hurt.
Okay.
So he decided to sue the airline, and he used ChatGPT to write the entire thing. The problem is he used 6 references. ChatGPT recommended 6 references for the lawsuit.
Okay.
And it turns out to be that none of these references were real. It just made up the whole thing.
Okay.
The references part, at least. So that's the problem with these kind of generative models. They have something called hallucinations. But apart from that, let's talk about the advantages. I use ChatGPT every day, and it's just incredible. It's so powerful. You just can't imagine what this thing can do. After using it, I can tell you that AI is going to be the most powerful thing that we've ever created as humans in the history of humanity, because it can do anything.
Basically, the Chat GPT is the predecessor of AI. Is
You
that
mean
what you're saying?
AGI?
Yeah, AGI.
Yes, I think that's the case. I think that GPT is going to be the precursor. That's, I think, the appropriate word, an app description would be the precursor to AGI, to artificial general intelligence. It's not there yet.
When do you think it was introduced? Like, what year exactly?
GPT, it was introduced in 2018 when OpenAI published the paper on.
Because to be honest with you, I just heard about it like last year.
Yeah.
I just knew about it last year.
Yeah, it went on mainstream media last year, but it was long in the works for about, I don't know, 5 years or 4 years by OpenAI.
And then they introduced it. But they were like putting in the work for like, let's say the last 5 years. And then they, made it go like out in public in 2022.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So with GPT 3.5, that made a big fuss. And everybody then started noticing generative models. You see, before GPT or ChatGPT,
okay,
AI experts thought